Hello, everybody. I've been absent for a little while now, and as you can see, my headphones have since been broken. But what has kept me absent, I will now show you. Yeah, I don't have any teeth. I had my top teeth taken out about a week ago, and my bottom teeth were taken out around the beginning of the month. So it's been a month with no teeth. And that's pretty much where I have been. I didn't want to do a lot of videos because it doesn't exactly feel comfortable to talk, and I know that some of my words are a little bit slurred right now because I don't have teeth. But I cannot help but to do a video concerning the draft. And I figure if I wait too long, then it's just going to be awkward, it's going to be irrelevant, it's not going to be worth me doing it anymore. So I want to go ahead and do my thoughts on the draft. First of all, I don't think that Raw should have gotten the Cruiserweight division. Cruiserweights have always been an afterthought in WWE. In fact, they didn't even have a thought about them until WCW brought in Cruiserweights. So, Cruiserweights have never been the big guys. They've never been the main eventers, really, too much. And Raw is more about the main eventers. They're more about the guys who are going to go extremely far in the company, and SmackDown's more for the people who are basically show fillers, which is what cruiserweights for the most part have been used for. And the main issue with the cruiserweight division here is Raw also has the women's division. They have the women's championship, while the women's division is split between the two brands. Raw has the championship. In fact, Raw got almost every championship. And the only one that I can really think of that they didn't get, and I could be wrong here because I don't remember the entire draft, was the world title, which they may end up getting after tonight, because tonight is Battleground. So, unless the champions are allowed to go from show to show and face people on either show, basically SmackDown doesn't have really a big championship. And then what's the point of SmackDown? So my guess is that champions are going to be allowed to go from show to show, or they'll do like they did in the past, and SmackDown will have its own set of championship belts, while Raw has its own set. Because otherwise it doesn't make any sense. If there's no goal on SmackDown, then why have it? Because after this, of course, we have SummerSlam. SummerSlam is going to be a dual brand pay-per-view, so perhaps that's where things will change also. Maybe there we'll see Raw versus SmackDown pretty much for the titles, and maybe that'll change some things up. But right now, the title scene over in SmackDown is not there. And then the other problem with the Cruiserweight division going to Raw, the Cruiserweight title being there, Kalisto, the main Cruiserweight, because he is the smallest guy, he is the main guy who represents the Cruiserweight division, got drafted to SmackDown. Why would you draft Kalisto away from the Cruiserweight title? What sense does that make? So, I don't know how that's going to work, and maybe they'll do like they did in the old days. Maybe they'll have a trade or something, and Kalisto will be traded, or who knows, but it made absolutely no sense that Kalisto went to SmackDown with the Cruiserweight title being on Raw. And I love how they acted like they were going to bring out the Cruiserweight title and it was going to be something new. No, it's not something new. It's something that y'all had before. Actually, y'all had the light heavyweight title. Y'all pretty much stole the Cruiserweight title from WCW and then abolished it because y'all didn't care one bit about the Cruiserweight division. Now, suddenly, y'all want to care about it, and quite frankly, I think a lot of that it's coming off the heels of Lucha Underground. I could be wrong, but Lucha Underground is now on TV. They're not on a big channel. They're not even on a channel that I can watch, but I still go and watch them from downloads because it's the only way I can. But with Lucha Underground coming up, of course, that brings forth a lot of high-flying action that WWE, once again, like they had the problem with WCW, they once again can't really compete as well with the high-flying action. So they want to bring in a cruiserweight division so they can compete with that. And again, I severely doubt it's because WWE actually cares about cruiserweights. They never have. I don't think they ever will. But that's pretty much my rant on the cruiserweight division. SmackDown got absolutely nothing good other than AJ Styles, and I am very sad to see that they got Cena and Randy Orton, because that begs the question, how many times are we going to see Cena versus Randy Orton? Again, we've seen this enough. Please do not make us sit through Cena versus Randy Orton again. And I was actually excited. I'm going to actually start watching SmackDown, because Shane McMahon is running it, and I like Shane McMahon. I always have. But seeing the roster, I'm kind of going, well, now I don't really want to watch either show. SmackDown's going to be dull, and Raw is going to be once again run by Stephanie, and quite frankly, I didn't watch her. I had taken a pretty long break from Raw until Shane came back. That's when I started watching again. So, I already decided once the draft was over, I probably wasn't going to watch Raw very much anymore. But yeah, looking at SmackDown's roster, I don't too much care for them either. The most I'll probably watch for is AJ Styles, and that's pretty well it now, because it's going so far downhill. So I'm probably going to go to watching Lucha Underground again, continue to watch WCPW, and that's probably going to be it. Like, I don't watch TNA anymore. I tried Ring of Honor, couldn't get into it, never did. But WWE has just gone so far down, and I just don't see any reason to continue watching it with the way that it currently is. So if you see that I stopped doing these videos, it's because I stopped watching it. And I'm hoping that I won't completely stop watching it, but with the new draft and everything, it looks like it's going to be pretty dull. And I'm not going to care to sit through it. But we'll see. In the weeks to come, it may turn around. It may be better than I'm thinking. We will see. Maybe, like I said, maybe there'll be some trades. Maybe they'll get some championships over on SmackDown. There'll be an actual reason to have SmackDown. And maybe Raw won't be a complete disaster, because Raw, I just feel like Raw is going to be boring. It's going to be Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins being shoved in their faces week after week after week, and it's just going to be dull as can be. So yeah, I don't see myself staying in tune with this very much longer, but we'll see. That's my thoughts on the draft, and if I want to see your thoughts. I want to know what you think of my thoughts. I want to know what you think they're going to do with the Cruiserweight division. Do you think that will eventually be moved over to SmackDown because Raw doesn't really care about it? And what do you want to see happen? But that's all for now. Next time that you see me, hopefully I will have in some dentures and be able to talk a little better. Of course, it's going to take me a little while to get used to that, so it might be a while before you see me again. Bye.